So after the offertory rites, it is now time for the Eucharistic Prayer, which begins with, "The Lord be with you, and with your spirit. Lift up your hearts." We lift them up to the Lord. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. It is right and just. This dialogue here at the beginning of the Eucharistic Prayer is beautiful. It reminds us that we all have a part to play going on here, and that there is some work involved in lifting up our hearts, and sometimes, some days it's easier to do that than other days, but this is this movement of the soul, like, Lord, here's my heart. I give it to you. I lift it up to you in this Holy Mass. Help me to love you with it. Help my heart to be transformed in this very, very, very Mass. And then the priest goes on with the preface. That's the beginning of the preface. Then, for example, they almost all start out this way. It is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and everywhere to give you thanks, Lord, Holy Father, Almighty, Eternal. Think about that. It is right and just. Justice is giving another his or her due. And so when we think about being just to God, we're giving him his due, which is our praise, our adoration, our gratitude, our whole life. It is our duty and our salvation. It's a happy duty, but it's a duty to come to Mass faithfully, without fail. Everything revolves around it, and it's our duty. And no matter what happens, if you have a new job, or you have a new person in your life, or you're moving, or you're on vacation, or whatever, God is the middle of it all. God is the non-negotiable. God is the only thing that doesn't change in a life that changes all of the time. And Mass is the one thing that we say, this is a non-negotiable. I will never miss. It's my duty and my salvation. My duty and my salvation to be here at the sacrifice. And then it goes on to give you thanks always and everywhere. That there's a salvific power in giving thanks to God, a duty in giving thanks to God at all times. And so then it goes on, and it talks about a theme of what's happening here. For example, it's Lent. So, for you will that our self-denial should give you thanks, humble our sinful pride, contribute to the feeding of the poor, and so help us to imitate you in your kindness. So here's, this nice paragraph in the preface is talking about what's going on in this time of year in Lent, And then the preface concludes with something along these lines. And so we glorify you with countless angels, as with one voice of praise we acclaim. And that's where we join in the heavenly chant. Holy, holy, Sanctus, Sanctus, Sanctus Dominus Deus Sabaoth. We are entering into this incredible, beautiful chant that the book of Revelation talks beautifully about in the land of glory, where the angels of all choirs and all the saints are joined before the heavenly throne, singing the holiness of God. We join in that at every Mass.